Welcome back to Bevvy Live. I'm your host, Laurie Black. We are here at a rainy Laphroaig distillery. Join me to see what the team at Laphroaig Distillery have got up their sleeves for Fèis 2023. Thrilled to be back on Islay, back at Laphroaig, and back again with Barry, distillery manager at the fabulous Laphroaig Distillery. Here we are in warehouse number 1.
Correct.
What can you tell us about this stunning location that we're in?
Well, I guess it's been our stronghold for over 100 years now. Warehouse number 1. It sits right here on the south coast of Islay.
Yep.
Anyone that's seen pictures from external Laphroaig, it's the building with the Laphroaig written across it. Yeah, sitting right on the shoreline there.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. It's nothing quite like a dunnage warehouse like this in terms of atmosphere. It's sort of perfect conditions for maturing whiskey. So today, obviously, we're very excited to be talking about this whiskey. This is the 2023 Fèis bottling from Laphroaig, called Cairdeas. What is Cairdeas? What can you tell us about it?
Cairdeas is Gaelic for friendship.
Okay.
And so when we started the Fèis bottlings and the Fèis releases, supporting the community with the music and whiskey festival, Cairdeas was decided as the most kind of perfect name for each release, especially with the connection with the Friends of Laphroaig.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool, fabulous. And Cairdeas, as far as I'm aware, has been going for, as you say, a couple of years. Each year seems to be a different kind of combination of casks or finishes. What kind of cask types do we have going on this year?
So this year, as you can see, it's white port and Madeira.
Okay.
It's a marriage of casks. Sure. And it's certainly different to what we've seen in the past.
Yeah, white port isn't really something you see too much with on a whiskey label, actually. It's kind of, I've seen a handful of examples recently, but not too many at all. What sort of flavour profile does the white port contribute specifically?
I think that's the part that will maybe keep most folk guessing and interested, because it's not what you'd expect. It's not typical port type, cask type flavours. Yep. It's something different.
Okay, because as you say, the port casks have been a thing for many, many years. Generally give kind of fruity, sweet characteristics, maybe a bit of spiciness to it as well. So very interested to see how the white port.
Yep, I'm not going to lead you in any way.
Sure,
I won't say anything first.
Perfect.
I'll let you.
So it's white port cask married with Madeira cask matured whiskey as well.
Correct.
Madeira is probably slightly more prevalent in whiskey a little bit. I know it's very common with rum maturation.
Yeah, I mean we've played with Madeira in the past. We had the Madeira Cairdeas.
Yes.
Not so long ago as well. It's something that works really well, I think, with Laphroaig. Yeah. It's a really nice kind of balance between the two. Yeah. They complement each other really well. But this year, with the addition of the white port, it's given it a new dimension. It's probably the best way to put it.
Yeah, very interesting. And I think for each year when you're selecting what the Cairdeas, the Fèis release will be like, do you see it as an opportunity to try something a bit different? Obviously, Laphroaig 10-year-old is, has a very, set in stone flavour profile that you can't tweak too much. Is this kind of an opportunity for Laphroaig to get a bit creative?
I would say yes and no. Okay. I would say, yeah, absolutely. It's a chance to do something creative, something new, something that is unique each time. Sure. But at the same time, for me, you especially want to listen to the feedback. You hear a lot of what people like about Laphroaig, and you get a lot of passionate fans. What comes with passion is a lot of honesty. So when they travel here and they're talking at the distillery and they're requesting maybe different thises and that. So in the back of my mind, when it comes to creating Cairdeas, you should always kind of be thinking, well, what was fantastic that we've had in the past? What is fantastic that we do now? And how do we put a spin on that? Okay. So I guess there's two ways to look at it. Yeah. You kind of want to, twist what folk love and give a different dimension, but also at the same time maybe chuck something completely random and new in the
a lot of people often don't know what they want. They think they know what they want, but it's often until you give them something completely out of left field, they think, actually, that's even better than what I thought I wanted.
Probably the best way to describe Laphroaig, left field. People have no idea for the first time what they're getting. And I think this is kind of similar in that, you know, in the past when it was Laphroaig finished in casks that they were familiar with, they had a maybe idea of the flavour that was coming. This one, I think it'll surprise folk.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it will.
Well, you've teased me enough so far. I think without further ado, shall we crack this open and see what it's all about? So this one is bottled at 52.3%. That kind of stronger strength, do you feel that works well with the Laphroaig spirit? Allows the complexity to shine through?
It's not cask strength. Most folk might think 52.3 kind of indicates cask strength. It doesn't. The 2.3 indicates 2023. So
2023 this year.
2023 is this year's release. So last year the strength was 52.2.
Nice. I see what you're doing there. Yeah. Very, very good. Cool. Excellent. And as with most cartridge releases, there's not an age statement on it, but for Laphroaig, you know, it's, you know, I think as we've said before, it's not shouldn't really be a relevant hallmark of quality. It's you know, it's ready when it's ready, and it's all about the distillate and the cask types.
Some people prefer age. Some people prefer just the liquid in the bottle. Yeah. I guess everyone's got their different opinions and what they want, but this one hasn't got an age statement on it. Well, in fact, you tell me.
Well, on the colour, it's not, you know, super pale. It has got a bit of colour to it. Does the white port and the Madeira, the combination of the two, do they contribute quite a bit of colour?
Yes. Yeah. So there's no. This is just natural colour.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So the colour you're seeing here is all just from mainly the Madeira casks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Excellent. We'll give this a little sniff. We say it's. Do you think you could pick that out as Laphroaig from a series of samples nosing blind?
I would hope so.
Yeah,
I would hope so, because it's got straight away. It's got your Laphroaig richness. The smoke's there, the iodine's there, but the underlying is the sweetness. It's this massive sweetness. It's almost like a creme brulee in it. Maybe a burnt creme brulee.
Yeah.
Or overly burnt.
Yeah, I find with kind of regular port, the sweetness that contributes can sometimes be a little bit too sweet and maybe a little bit sickly, and you sometimes get that, with some expressions, it's like an artificial sweetness, like kind of strawberry laces and this sort of thing you can sometimes get. None of that at all on this one.
No, and it's almost, which I think some folk might be surprised about, with it being the Madeira especially in there and the white port, it's got more of a citrusy, appley, kind of green apple, kind of stew, kind of custardy sweetness nose, rather than the more kind of rich, kind of, you know, your typical notes you would get from a sherry type cask. I think that's a surprise that people will get. It's, wait a minute, it's more zesty and fresh and
it's
than what I was expecting.
Well, we'll give us a taste. Well, thanks again for having us, Slange. Yeah, it's got a, it's lovely. I think the strength works. I think if it was, you know, 46, you'd be a bit like, maybe a little bit sort of anticlimactic, but the strength gives it that oomph. It's got some really interesting flavours coming through, which I assume have come from the white port and Madeira combination. And
this is what, again, that I'm getting it right now. If you didn't know it's Laphroaig in the nose, you know it's Laphroaig in the taste. You absolutely do. The other surprising factor was, okay, you're getting all these flavours in the nose, and then you taste it, and it's more like what you'd it's more like the Madeira then taking over on the taste. You're getting more kind of like chocolate orange, maybe kind of burnt orange, and it's like, it's almost like the whole time that Laphroaig bonfire-y kind of peat smoke just lingers and lingers and lingers, and it allows all these little kind of rich, like kind of dark chocolate, all these kind of things just kind of spring about, and
Yeah, there's loads to kind of unpack, actually.
Aye, that's a good way of putting it.
Loads to unpack, and it's, yeah, I love a whiskey that has that complexity to it. You know, with some, you know, particularly with like super aggressively peated whiskies, it's like a slap of smoke in the face, and then that's it. And there's not really any subtlety or nuances to it. There's lots kind of under the surface that you can take your time with and revisit. I
mean, it's classic, typical Laphroaig. It's just that lovely long finish that's different to any other kind of 99% of Laphroaigs.
Yep.
It's just got that different. The smoke's big in it, and it doesn't go away. It doesn't die down, and it's a long finish. It's still going. But again, it's that kind of rich, dark chocolate coconut. Yeah. Not coconut. Kind of cocoa powder.
Okay. Yeah.
Kind of just sitting there at the back. It just keeps kind of raising its head a wee bit, reminding you it's there.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I think it's complex without being difficult. I think, and that's often a sort of tightrope that some whiskies walk. You get some that are really just like an animal and very kind of rugged and quite hard work to taste. But this is packed full of flavour, and just a really enjoyable drink as well. I think for those who are obviously used to Laphroaig 10-year-old or Laphroaig Select, kind of entry-level ones, how would you describe this as a step up in terms of intensity and complexity, or is it
kind of? You know, it takes your iodine, your peat smoke, and your richness from the 10.
Yep.
It takes. You've also got the higher ABV.
Yes.
So if we've been drinking Laphroaig for a long time, we absolutely appreciate it. We enjoy the flavours. You're talking about the complexity. Maybe for someone new to Laphroaig, going straight from 10-year-old, this might seem like a big jump.
Yeah.
So maybe we build up to it.
Yeah.
You never know. Everyone's palates are different.
Absolutely, definitely. Yeah. But no, it's, as always from Laphroaig, it's packed full of flavour, packed full of intrigue, and a real treat for those heading to the island for the festival. Something a bit different, as you say. The white port and the Madeira, bringing those two together in harmony is a real achievement. So a great dram, and thanks for having us here and for sharing it. So
no problem. Cheers. Cheers again.
That's a wrap for Tuesday at Fèis 2023. That's us all done with Laphroaig. Join us tomorrow, which is Wednesday, for Bowmore and Ardnahoe. We'll catch you then.